from the social potato reviews, and now what I have here is a new fancy camera. Do you see that awesome quality? Do you see that awesome quality? Yeah, dude. Now that is awesome quality. Today, I'll be discussing Tagalized books, or books that have been translated to Filipino, and why exactly that is a good thing. Here in the Philippines, whenever it's announced that a new book will be translated to my language, I would always go, "Oh, that's a pretty cool book, I'll check it out." But for some reason, whenever I scout the web for possibly similar reactions, I get stuff like, "What? They're translating it into Tagalog? We can read English just fine." I'm going to boycott it. The English version is so much better. And I am always flabbergasted. See, here's the thing. Whenever other countries get a book translated to their language, they always rejoice. Even publishers and authors too. Why? Because that means their books will now be able to reach their audiences there that wasn't before possible because of the language barrier. But for some reason, here in the Philippines, translated books somehow get a bit of a violent reaction. But don't get me wrong, you are entitled to your own opinion. If you don't like the books, fine. If you don't want to buy them, fine. I'm cool with that. That's your prerogative. That's on you. But I'll throw in my 2 cents, sit over here and tell you why I personally think it's a good thing. The Philippines have 2 official languages. There's English and there's Filipino. While a lot of Filipinos really are great in speaking and understanding English, the truth remains that not everyone is. There are people who are better in Filipino, and there are people who are more comfortable with it. So by translating these books, it's actually reaching out to them, which is why these books get translated in the first place, to increase their reach. That's why when a book gets translated to Filipino, I go, yay! More people to fangirl with! Or fanboy with! Another reason, it could be a motivation to learn the language. Let's face it, let's admit it, Filipinos, especially Filipinos in the more recent generations, are more fluent in English than in Filipino. Heck, I have a 6-year-old nephew who says things like apocalypse, doomsday, nukes. And you know what my nephew and I have in common? We both suck in Filipino, as in we suck. Unfortunately, my grades in high school and my 2 classes in university would reflect that easily. It's not something I am proud of, but it's definitely something I want to improve on. Because dude, it's our mother tongue. It would be a disservice. I don't want to grow old in Sana without even being able to construct a coherent Filipino sentence. Now see, this is why I see it as a good thing. Like for example, Harry Potter. I love the books. I read them last year and I absolutely love them to a T. And now they have a Filipino version. And now I see the perfect formula. What we have here is Harry Potter of series I love in Filipino, and number 2, my desire to improve my skills. And you know what I see? I see win-win. I'm learning the language while reading something I love. Now, there will be issues with translation. I've heard a couple feedback here and there that some of the translations are a bit too literal. When we are translating, there will always be that issue where you either translate literally in order to retain the essence or the substance or the culture you are translating from, or you do some liberties in order to make it flow well. But the thing is, this industry is small. There are only a handful of books that haven't translated, not like in France or Germany or Italy, where books translated are churned out on a regular basis. And when an industry is small, it's bound to make mistakes or even get lazy. That's why I think in order for it to improve, it has to have support. By having support, it will have more demand. And by having more demand, it will have more voices. And more voices demanding better translation will be heard. At the end of the day, there's nothing wrong with not wanting to buy a Tagalized version of a novel or for not liking it. But for me personally, I welcome it because it opens its doors to others who prefer it this way, and it also serves as a motivation for me to continue learning and improving my Filipino skills. How about you? Do you feel the same way about translated books? Do books get translated in your language? Let me know in the links below and we should start a discussion about this. And that's all. This is Faye signing out. Bye!